Imagine two managers. One works extremely hard every day, answering emails, solving problems, and staying busy. The other spends most of the time training employees, designing systems, and setting goals. At the end of the year, the second manager's team produces 10 times more results. Why? Because great managers don't just work hard, they multiply the productivity of others. This is the powerful idea behind the book High Output Management by Andrew S. Grove, the former CEO of Intel and one of the most influential management thinkers in the world. In today's video, we'll break down the key ideas that can help any leader or business increase productivity and build high-performing teams. Andrew Grove argues that the true measure of a manager's performance is not how busy they are, but the output of their team. According to Grove, a manager's output equals the output of their team plus the output of people they influence. This means a great manager acts like a multiplier. Instead of doing everything themselves, they build systems that allow many people to perform better. Think of a football coach. The coach doesn't score goals or make tackles, but the coach's strategy, training, and leadership determine how well the team performs. Managers in business should think the same way. One of the most interesting ideas in the book is that every organization works like a production factory. Even if you run a school, a hospital, or a tech company, your organization is still producing something. For example, a restaurant produces meals. A software company produces applications. A school produces educated students. Managers must therefore think like production engineers. They should ask, where are the bottlenecks? Which step slows down the process? How can we improve the workflow? By identifying bottlenecks and improving systems, managers can dramatically increase output. One of Grove's most famous concepts is managerial leverage. Managerial leverage means doing activities that create large results with small effort. Some activities have low leverage. For example, replying to routine emails, doing small operational tasks. But some activities have very high leverage, such as hiring great employees, training team members, setting clear goals, designing efficient systems. For example, if a manager spends 2 hours training a team of 10 employees, the result could be hundreds of hours of improved performance. That's the power of leverage. Great managers always ask, what action today will produce the biggest impact tomorrow? Many people believe meetings waste time, but Andrew Grove argues that meetings are actually the core work of management. Because managers do their work through people. The book describes several important types of meetings. First, one-on-one meetings. These are private meetings between a manager and an employee to discuss problems, feedback, and development. Second, team meetings. These meetings share information, align the team, and track progress. Third, operational reviews. These focus on analyzing performance data and improving results. When meetings are structured properly, they increase communication, clarity, and productivity. Another powerful idea from the book is called task-relevant maturity. This concept explains that employees require different levels of supervision depending on their experience with a specific task. For example, a new employee may need clear instructions and close guidance. A moderately experienced employee may need coaching and support, but an expert employee may only need delegation and trust. Great managers adjust their leadership style depending on the employee's level of maturity. This creates both efficiency and motivation. One of Grove's strongest beliefs is that training is the manager's responsibility. Many managers think training is the job of the HR department. But Grove argues that managers must personally develop their employees. Why? Because training has massive leverage. If you train one employee well, their improved performance will benefit the organization every day. Over time, a well-trained team becomes a high-performance organization. The biggest lesson from high-output management is simple but powerful. Great managers don't just manage tasks. They build systems that produce results consistently. They focus on clear goals, strong teams, efficient processes, continuous improvement. When these systems work together, the output of an organization can grow dramatically. So if you want to become a better leader, remember this principle from Andrew Grove. Your job as a manager is not to do the work. Your job is to build a system where great work happens. If you found this summary useful, consider reading the full book High Output Management. It remains one of the most practical management guides ever written.